Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am recreating Becky G's nails that she did about 6 or 7 years ago. These nails, of course, are inspired by Días de los Muertos. Días de los Muertos means Day of the Dead in Spanish. Yes, yo soy mexicana. Well, technically Chicana. I'm half Mexican. But anyways, yeah, I love Becky G so much. So while I was searching the internet, I came across these nails that she did. So all credits go to Analinda Meneses. I believe that's how you say her last name because she's the one who did these nails originally. So today's video, like I said, it's just going to be a recreation of this nail art. It's going to be my take on it. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the nail art tutorial. First things first is we need to add the base colors. I'm going to be using white, black, and some regular red nail polish. I'm going to spice this mani up a bit. I'm going to use both a shiny and a matte top coat later on. But anyways, I'm going to be showing you the demo on these false nails I glued onto toothpicks. For most of the detailing, I'm going to be using some black acrylic paint. I'm also going to be using a dotting tool that has, two sides. Well, let's start on the first nail design. So the first one is going to be on the thumbnail and it is of a little calaca. I've also heard people call them calaveras or cráneo de azúcar. I mean, it just depends on, I guess, what part of Mexico you're from. First, painted on 2 big black dots for the eyes, a little upside down heart for a nose, and finally, I'm going to paint on the little dientes or teeth. By the way, guys, if you want me to do some more Spanish-speaking nail art tutorials, let me know down in the comments. That is if YouTube will quit disabling them. But anyways, so I just painted on like this little teeth shape by just adding a bunch of dots, and while the black acrylic paint is currently drying, I'm going to be going around the eye area with, little dots to represent the flowers. So going off the picture, she has both red and blue. So by going off that reference photo, I see that there's some yellow around the flowers as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that on there. So now that that's out of the way, I'm now going to go in with like this bright, like neon green, I guess you can say, and just add a bunch of dots around the teeth. Once again, we're still working on their teeth area, but whenever the black acrylic paint completely dries, I'm just going to go in with some white and fill it in, and I'm just going to leave a very thin outline of said black. After that white dries, I'm just going to go in with both my toothpick and safety pin and just paint on, the teeth. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's the completed nail design. Now we move on to the second nail design, which has a black base, and it's going to have some pretty flowers on it. So I first went in with some baby pink and I just dotted on 5 little dots. I am now just dragging them out a bit to create somewhat of a petal shape. And I'm just going to paint on another one right here in the bottom portion of the nail. Now I'm going to go in with my toothpick and a safety pin in that same bright neon green acrylic paint. And I'm just going to paint on a couple of leaves. So just by going off that photo, I want to stay true to the original nail art. I'm just going to dot on a bunch of orange and yellow dots just on random parts of the nail. So the original mani has these little gems, but I will add these later on in the video. In the meantime, I'm just going to dot on that neon green, and then I'm going to go on top of that with this NCLA X Cute Polish Gamer Girl Green. I don't know what to call this polish, but as you can see, it has some little green glitters that are in a jelly base. Nail polish is actually discontinued. You can't get it anymore, but anyways, I'm just going to add just like a little glob here and there, just inside the petal area. And so far, here's the finished nail design. So now we move on to the third nail design, which is going to be on the middle nail. And basically, I'm just going to paint on the iconic Mexican rug. Once again, using all acrylic paint and just a regular paintbrush, I am just going to add the base colors down. I wanted it to be somewhat of like a gradient, so as you can see, I am just kind of putting colors that are similar next to each other. So it took about 5 minutes for all these layers to completely dry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my dotting tool and black acrylic paint and just, separate where the lines are kind of different, you know what I mean, like the green and the blue. I'm going to go in with white and just one thing of yellow, and I'm just going to add these just on, random parts of the nail. It's actually a fairly easy design. I'm so sorry that I made it sound complicated. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Here is the completed nail design. So now we move on to the fourth nail design, and for this one, they're just going to be on the ring nail. I'm first going to go in with this dark green acrylic paint and my dotting tool and just add, it near the top portion of the nail. I'm going to leave the white portion alone, and now going in with some red nail polish, I'm just going to coat the tip with it. Now, Becky G, back in the day, liked to add a little glitz and glam to her nail art, so I'm going to go in with this, gamer girl green and just add it to the green portion. The red is still drying, so in the meantime, I'm going to hop over to that white portion, and with black acrylic paint, I'm just going to paint on Viva right there. So last things I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this red glitter polish. Once again, it's discontinued, you can no longer get it, but I'm just going to coat the tip, and here's the finished nail design. So now we move on to the fifth and final nail design, and what I'm going to do here is go back in with my black acrylic paint and dotting tool and just dot on a cross. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to go back in with that same red glitter nail polish, and I'm just going to add it just on the red portions of my nail. So you want to know what happens when you get impatient with nail art? Boom. See, I didn't let the acrylic paint completely dry, I had to completely redo it. But last things I'm going to do is just go in with some black like little nail art gems and just add it right there in the middle. And boom, we's done. But here it is, guys. Here is the completed nail art, and as you can see, I added a shiny top coat to all of my nails. However, remember what I said earlier in the video? I added both a shiny and a matte. The pinky is shiny. As for the ring nail, I only put a matte top coat on the white portion that says Viva. I left the green and the red alone. Now hopping back to that second nail design, I decided to go with a matte finish, and I know these aren't like exactly just nail gems, they're actually little green stars, but I added them right there in the middle of the flower. That's actually the closest I can get to the original nail design. But anyways, guys, like I said, here it is. Here's the completed nail art. Yes, guys, I've been wanting to recreate these nail art for like such a while now. I love Becky G so much. She's one of my favorite female artists, along with Melanie Martinez, Ariana Grande, and Amy Lee. And who knows, maybe in the future I'll do some nail art inspired by Becky G's Mala Santa. I also might do some more Spanish-speaking nail art tutorials with English subtitles, of course. But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video as well as the nail art. Let me know down in the comments what other nail art you would like for me to do on my channel. And as always, thanks for watching.